A little girl and they'll say he took his first step, and it's a little girl. But if they say she, they're never wrong because it's SHE.
So
It
you're
doesn't,
saying
it doesn't matter what. No matter what, you can never be wrong. But in this society, they cut the female energy off. They don't want us to know our mother.
Wow, that's so real.
You know what I mean? They want us to just be physical and be the left side. But if you gotta, I'm a female, period. And I love my sister. How you doing, sister? I see you. And we just chilling. That's all we doing.
Random.
Y'all enjoy doing this?
Yeah, so
Yeah, I look forward to doing it.
That's it. You gotta enjoy what you're doing.
Hey, what it do, man? It be that man 3D Dev. How are y'all doing? I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. And we're tuning into another random conversation. Shout out to my co-host Jay.
Yee.
Hey, so today, y'all, we got a special guest. You feel me? This ain't your regular guest right now. This is heavenly type of guest we have. This guest has done stand-up comedian. This guest has done music. You feel me? He has done multiple things. It's just like, how can I can't even put him in a box. You feel me? He's his own person. And you already see how he's dressing. You already know he's somebody different, but he's his own person. He's someone who knows thyself. And we're going to call him the ancestors of hip hop. So let's get a round of applause. Hey. Oh, it didn't work. Oh, well. Oh, there we go. Oh, I got to put up louder. Hey, round of applause, y'all. Appreciate you for coming on the show.
It's an honor.
Hey, how you doing, Kev?
Man, I'm beautiful. Staying out the way. Just love blessing the planet with my presence.
Okay. All right, we're going to get this started right away then, though. Random. So, Kev, if you could be any animal, what animal would you be, and what's the reason why?
Any animal?
Mm-hmm.
I'd be every animal. I'd be able to change when I choose to. Whatever situation I'm in, I'd become what I need to be.
That's a dope answer.
Yeah.
Okay. You did not put yourself in a box.
Not at all.
So what's the reason why you say that, though?
Because I'm every man. Remember Whitney and Shaka Khan?
Mm-hmm.
I'm every man. They every woman. I'm every man. It's all in me. I used to be able to sing. I still can sing. Ask my wife. I be singing.
Hey.
Okay, random. So if you would be any animal, I know you got. We're gonna go straight to it. You put a post up, and I want to say it was a hieroglyphic of Anubis,
Okay.
and you said they think they know me. Why did you put that picture with that caption?
No disrespect, but it's all about our culture. We have to know ourselves. So an ancestor is here tonight. The correct name for what they call Anubis is Anpu. And the correct name for what they call hieroglyphics is Medu Neter, which means, to be honest, is just honest. It's like we're the personification of nature. So it's like y'all listening to a leaf talk right now. I'm nature. So, and we're all nature. And that's what our ancestors knew. And I mean, they think they know us. They do not know us. A lot of us don't even know ourselves. But I know myself. And I'm beautiful. Look at me.
Hey.
You feel me? But they just think they know us. They don't know us, and they try to control the narrative because they do not want us to be who we really are. That's why I appreciate y'all platform, because I can come here. Everywhere I go, I'm being myself. But I can come here and be myself amongst my younger brothers and, through the life way, not the hard way. And we just chilling.
Amen.
But they think they know us. They don't know us.
Okay.
And they don't know that in reality, you looking at me, but I'm a female.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, what
Because
you mean by
when
that?
you say female, you're balanced. You got the feminine aspect and the male aspect all together. So when you see somebody, like in this society, you see something, it'll be a little young lady, a little baby, a little girl, and they'll say he took his first step, and it's a little girl. But if they say she, they're never wrong because it's SHE.
So
it
you're saying
it doesn't matter what, no matter what, you can never be wrong. But in this society, they cut the female energy off. They don't want us to know our mother.
Wow, that's so real.
You know what I mean? They want us to just be physical and be the left side. But if you I'm a female, period. And I love my sister. How you doing, sister? I see you. And we just chilling. That's all we doing. And I am definitely random.
Hey, let's go. Okay.
So I have a question for you. So I know you already connected. Well, you already what you just broke down. We already know you connected to the Egyptian times, and you feel me. So I have a question for you. Do you feel that your heart is light as a feather?
Presently, no.
Mm.
It's not light enough feather right now, but it will be before I leave this place and go to the next dimension. But yeah, that's the goal, is to be lighter than a feather. There's days I am through my speech, but becoming 360 ain't no joke.
So I feel like you're someone who could break this down for the viewers, because viewers might not know what we're talking about. When I say heart is you want your heart to be light as a feather. So can you break that down for what that means?
Well, our ancestors knew that, again, you must become nature. And to be nature, that means you one with everything and you in harmony with everything. And our ancestors knew that you had to be so divine, so honest, and no cap, that it lifts weight off you. And your body and your being can be lighter than a feather. And it's an ostrich feather is the feather that we chose to represent the feather. And other than that, you just want to be honest at all times.
Random, is there?
You just want to speak facts.
Is there a reason why we chose the ostrich feather?
Because it moves around in concentric circles.
What, I don't know what concentric means. Can you explain that one?
Just consistently just goes around in circles.
Okay.
It moves. Its whole movement is in a circle.
The ostrich?
Yeah, the ostrich. Yes.
Okay.
Female ostrich.
Okay. Random. If you could go anywhere in the world for 2 weeks, everything taken care of, where would it be? Actually, you know what? I'm going to change the question. Out of everywhere that you have been in the world, where was your favorite location and why?
Favorite location was at home with my parents and my family.
Okay.
Why? Because that's my foundation. That's what created me. That's what brought me here. So that's where I get my knowledge. That's where I'm the most comfortable around my family. Like even right now, I'm comfortable. I'm with family. Right now, I'm with my brothers, and we having a beautiful conversation about life for real. And so that's what we doing. It is what it is. You don't get ancestors around you every day.
That's right.
They think our ancestors are dead and passed away. Our ancestors are here right now, but those that have eyes will see. You just gotta understand what's really going on. We gotta control our own narrative. And we living in a so-called society right now that does its best to do everything to control our narrative. They want us to be what they want us to be.
Right.
That's real.
But when we are who we really are, it changes the whole reality of everything. And that's why they're doing what they're doing right now, because they don't have the power they used to have, because we've become independent. That's why I'm sitting here on your show. We're not on their show. We're on your show. They live history. I don't live history. I live her story.
Snap again. And shout out to the goddess, passion the goddess.
What a coincidence. So do you, the perspective that you're describing, have you always felt like that, or were you a little bit different, maybe younger or closer to our age?
When I was younger, I had to do like everybody else. I had to find myself.
Okay.
And the thing that woke me up the most is when I went to see Farrakhan one time. And also listening to East Coast hip hop when I was younger, the 20s and the teens, and just realizing how they call themselves God and have to study that, the men. And then I heard Farrakhan say we was God, and just blew me away. And, I thought about joining the nation.
Okay.
I was at one of my brother's house, family's house, and his mother, I was talking about joining the nation, and she said, "You do not want to do that." I'm like, what's going on, Mom? What you know? I don't know. And she didn't have much respect for the nation. She thought it was very male chauvinist, disrespectful. And she introduced me into to Kim T, what people call ancient Egypt right now. And I've been there ever since.
That's real. So I'm gonna switch it up. So random. So I know you used to do stand-up comedy, right?
Yes.
So can you I remember you told me a story about, this is back in the day, about you, a stand-up comedian that you met, and you had a conversation with Cal Williams.
That's right.
You remember? Can you speak on that little conversation? I think it was some deep conversation, if I'm not wrong.
No, it was just business. I was performing with him and just met him. He was a beautiful brother. They talk a lot about him now. Cap tells the truth, though. He's very honest. He's no cap. He tells, what's really going on. That's why he's dealing with a lot of negative energy from the society now, because he's telling the truth. He's being honest and being spitting facts. So, but it was just a normal conversation what comedians do. Same thing me and you doing now.
Exactly.
But I wasn't on the level I'm on now. But I was on this level. But I'm refined. I'm myself now. I'm an ancestor. I ain't even tripping.
So I have another question. What's one of the lessons that you got from stand-up comedy?
Uh,
Something you learned from that
the
experience?
funniest things in stand-up comedy is when you telling the honest about yourself. It ain't really a joke. They laughing because you told the truth, because you were so honest and transparent. That's why they laugh. They can't believe you said what you said.
That's real shit. Damn.
And majority of people love my comedy. Everybody except my wife.
Yeah.
Random. Why does your wife like it?
Because a lot of my jokes would be about her. But they wasn't jokes. They was, things
The
that we go
truths.
through. Yeah, it was the truth. She like, I can't believe you said that. I'm like,
Oh, God.
I had to say it because it's a part of my experience. I got to
Right.
discuss it myself. And it was with you, so I had to say it.
Right.
But it is what it is.
Okay. So, Random, do you feel like happy wife is the truth?
Yes, it's definitely the truth.
Okay.
The woman runs the planet. They don't want everybody to know that, but moms runs the planet. She's the original being. She's the mother of God. It's her. She's the image that everybody is trying to be. And our ancestors knew that in ancient Kimti, what they call ancient Egypt. Men was trying to be woman. That was the goal. He had to become she.
So why do you feel like that? So my question is, why do you feel like they disconnected? One of the disconnectors from the women? Because I already see it, but what's the reason behind that?
Because if everybody knows who they really are and the true origin, it would be Ma'at, what they call Ma'at, truth, justice, righteousness, reciprocity.
I was gonna ask you about that 42's laws of Ma'at.
Yes, correct. But there's more laws. Laws are infinite, man. Life never stops. It's always creating. It's creating right now. That's what we doing. We creating.
That's real.
So it's everything is female.
I knew you were gonna say something.
Okay, Random. How did you meet Darnell?
I met Darnell through doing plumbing.
Okay.
I remember I met Darnell. I was coming back from doing a plumbing job, and I walked into the building, and this young man was sitting at the table, and he just gave me this look. I said, "Who is this nigga?" You know what I mean? Look at me like this. But he was real, and he was just sizing everybody up. He was in a environment that he had never been in.
Okay.
And we walked through. I got swag, so people see me, they be like, "This brother right here." But he was just sizing us up, and I like that. He wasn't scared. He was being himself, and we've been partners ever since. And he's got a beautiful energy. He's a beautiful brother.
Okay. At what point in time did something click where you like, I'm gonna be friends with this brother for a long time? Did you ever have a moment like that?
It took time, but we was working together, and he just had beautiful energy.
Okay.
He was from Oakland. Some of the realest people on earth is from Oakland.
Facts.
One of the realest women I ever met in my life was from Oakland. She taught me. I thought I had all the game.
Okay.
And this sister taught me game. So I ain't got nothing but respect for brothers and sisters from Oakland.
What was some of the best game that she gave you?
To be honest.
Just be real?
Yeah, be real. You ain't got to fabricate nothing. If I'm going to like you, I'm going to like you.
Yeah.
And they really like us when we're being ourselves. And a lot of us don't know how to be our true selves. A lot of us don't even know who our true selves are.
What that is.
But I know who I am. Always did as a young age, but didn't know it at the time. I've always just been myself. I ain't tripping off what you think or what you think about me. I'm going to say what I want to say.
No, it's good. It might a little closer.
Oh, hit some mic.
Yeah. More that way, yeah.
All right. So, Random, I know you from EPA. Can you speak on the EPA? What's up with EPA, man?
Now, let me share something with y'all. I'm a byproduct of East Palo Alto, but I'm from Menlo Park.
Menlo, okay.
And brothers and sisters from East Palo Alto in Menlo Park, if you say somebody from Menlo Park and they from East Palo Alto, they're going to correct that. And it's no disrespect. And they like not even a mile away from each other. Damn. But they're two completely different places. Everybody from both those spots is can you cuss on here?
Yeah.
Yeah, the shit. We the shit. But East Palo Alto ain't no joke. And the EPA, to us, it meant the eastern part of Africa. It didn't even mean East Palo Alto.
That's dope.
But I'm from Menlo Park. Now my wife is from East Palo Alto.
So y'all met out there at EPA?
Yeah, I met her at her high school. I met her on a bet.
Ooh,
On a bet?
Yeah, because I thought I was that dude. Man. Like people known for basketball and known
what
for
you
fighting.
what you
and all
mean
that.
you met her on a bet?
I'm sharing it. I thought that I went to Menlo Atherton, a school we called MA.
Okay.
And a lot of my buddies went to Woodside. And we just from Miller Park and East Palo Alto, again, they bust us out. So we didn't go to high school in our own neighborhood. We were bust out. And I used to always think the most beautiful women in the district was from Menlo Atherton. And I had 2 buddies, and they told me, yeah, y'all might have the most beautiful woman, but they said we got the finest woman in the district. And they was talking, I'm like, shit, I'm coming to y'all school tomorrow. I got to see this young lady.
Okay.
And I cut school, went up to the school the next day. I was going there to meet one of my best friends named Zeke. And I didn't find him. I found somebody else from the neighborhood named Robert. And he was taking me to see Zeke. We was walking down the hall, and I was like, just walking down the hall, and I seen this young lady coming. I said, look, man, because the person I was supposed to go meet, who they said was the finest girl in the district, name was Sean. And I said, look, man, this young lady was coming this way. I said, I don't even want to meet Sean. He said, why you say that? I said, I want to meet her right there. I said, I don't even want to meet Sean. He said, that is Sean. I was like, wow, y'all not lying. She was just beautiful.
Damn.
We've been together ever since.
From high school.
Dang.
I
Since
wanted
high
to
school?
bet. Yeah.
So how many years has it been?
We've been together 40, married for 32.
Ooh, hey, round of applause for that, though. That's different right there. That's beautiful, yo. So, all right. Before we get to something I really want to talk about and share with the world, bro. You know what time it is, man? It's about to be that time, man. It's going to be that time. I don't know if y'all can hear it. YouTube, hopefully you hear this. Oh, not that one. Yep, hold up. Oh yeah, it's getting spooky, man. It's getting spooky, man. Hold up, we about to go to Rambo Random Time. Hey, so what we gonna do? This is a game right now. What we gonna play with you, Kev? I'm gonna ask you a random Rambo question. So when I mean Rambo, it's just I'm gonna keep going.
Okay.
You feel me? Then after that, we're gonna break you down how and let you know how you did on the game.
Okay.
All right, you ready? Let me know when we start that timer.
Yeah.
Have you been to Mars?
I live on Mars
Why do you live on Mars?
because I live everywhere.
What's your name?
God,
How old?
matter.
How old are you?
I am. Depends on what we discussing. Right now, I'm 4.
Can you moonwalk?
Of course, I can.
Who's Michael Jackson?
Me.
Do you love your son?
I love everybody.
What's
And
your
yes,
daughter's
I love
name?
my son.
What's your daughter's name?
Which one?
Ooh, you caught me right there. How'd you do that?
I'm answering you.
Oh, good job. Oh, wait, hold on. This is the first time in Rambo Random. He actually got me mixed up. You won. Yo, that was great. Oh, no. He stumped me. I've never been stumped before. Oh, my.
He said, "Oh, shit, what you want, huh?"
Oh, that was good. So you can break them down. Let me know how you feel like. That was great.
Okay, so first of all, the composure was definitely there, focused the whole time, thorough, but also thorough without overthinking.
That's right.
Thorough without overthinking,
That's
which is
right.
a unique skill set we do not see often.
That's right.
And then as well as the first time ever in the history of Random Conversations, you have stumped Dev
Yeah.
during Random Rambo.
Yeah, you stumped me.
Not one of our guests has ever asked a question while, because technically
asked
you were
questions.
answering the
Yeah.
question,
Yes.
so
He did the same time. That's crazy.
So-
that fucked me up. I said, "Oh shit, I don't know what to say."
I think that right there was a little bit of a glimpse of probably what your wife is like.
Oh yeah, she ain't no joke.
Yeah.
My wife can make me mad over a napkin,
Mm,
and can't nobody else do that.
mm.
Oh, I meant to say, I said what your wife is like.
Oh, that
Yeah,
too.
life.
My life is my wife.
Okay. Now I got a question. You say you've been with your wife for 40 plus years, been
That's right.
married for 32.
That's correct.
So as a young man, because if you guys met in high school, you guys would have been married at the age I'm at right now. I just turned 28 last Friday.
Yeah, we got married at 25.
Okay. So you'd have been 3 years in at this point. Damn near together 15 at that point though, right?
We were together 8 years.
Okay.
When we got married.
Before you got married. Okay. So by my age, you'd have been 10 years in, pretty much, give or take, right? For where I'm at, I feel that I don't want to be with one woman completely for the rest of my life.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's beautiful. That's
So
your choice.
how for someone who has that woman like you've got yours, but they're feeling that temptation, what is your advice on staying with that woman?
But why is there temptation if you don't want to be with one woman all your life? It shouldn't be no temptation. You already told the truth. You already spit facts. You don't want to be with one woman.
So that's how you know, because you have the temptation.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a temptation. That's your desire.
So I mean,
whoever you meet, you got to let them know that when you meet them and let them choose to be with you.
That's real.
that's on fire.
That's fire. fire.
That's some fire because I feel like for me, I'm soaking that in.
Yeah.
But for some people I talk to, sometimes they want to stay with their women, but they have that temptation.
Yeah. I mean, temptation exists, but you didn't discuss temptation. You was straightforward. You said you don't want to be with one. So that ain't no temptation. You already let them know.
That's straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. People got to know that. And I used to think I was like that, and I was like that, but my wife ain't with it. And she's more important than, dropping off seed and doing the nasty with other people. It's more important to be with her. Yeah. Beautiful woman. She beautiful.
Random. How did you know that when you met her?
I didn't know that when I met her. It took me time. And one of the reasons that I really knew, she was one of the first people ever that made me wait to eclipse with her.
Made you wait to eclipse.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming you mean to have sex.
Yeah, that.
But how come, if I may ask, how come you call it eclipse?
Because the woman is the moon and the man is the sun. So when you come together,
It's an eclipse.
it's an eclipse. Go on. I like it. Random. I like that.
Real talk.
And that's what we call it.
Okay,
If
that's
she horny,
fire.
if I'm horny, if we want to make love,
We eclipse.
then she'll say I'm ecliptic.
Ooh.
That's dope.
You know?
That's dope.
And I'd be like, shit, I'm always ecliptic.
Hey.
You know?
Okay, random. What was one of your most proudest moments? Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's on you.
You switched it to me. Oh damn.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's dope because he stayed doing that shit. I was all into it, waiting for
That's
Kev to
random.
end.
That's
I know
random. That's what it's called.
That's what
Shit.
it's about. Shit, them niggas be catching me off guard. Shit, man. Okay, but my proudest moment, honestly, I'm gonna say one of my proudest moments is seeing this podcast developing. To be honest with you, because it's just it's just a symbol for so much stuff for me, though. You feel me? It's like I got the music going. On top of that, it's like I'm building a strong foundation. So this is something I wrote in the paper. And the way it organically just came together, it's like Most High Universe is with me. You feel me? So it's one of my proudest moments is this podcast. I know it's gonna do so much, not just for us, for other people out there. You feel me?
Random. What inspired you to ask Kev to get on the podcast?
Well, what inspired me, actually, let's keep it on 100. We was on Kwanzaa, we was talking, and Kef let me know he wanted to come on the podcast. You know, it's crazy. I was eventually going to ask him, but he asked me himself, so it was crazy. I was honored for him to even ask to come on the show. You feel me? It was just like great. So, Kev, what made you want to ask me to come on the show?
Because our elders, meaning me, we need to spend time and have conversations with our younger selves. And that's what y'all represent. So we need to be able to have open dialogue and exchange information.
Man, did y'all hear that? He said have open conversations with our younger selves.
Yes.
That was deep.
Yeah.
That was deep. It's a friend of mine, go by Brother Coon, and he said the youth are our elders.
Yes, they are. Because both of you are old. You're older than me. You'll be here when I transition. So you're older than me. You'll know everything, depending on how we all connect and how we connect with our elders. You should know everything they know,
plus more,
and then what you get when they transition, because you're still here. So yeah.
So it should be passed on.
Most definitely. And that's why I wanted to come on. I wanted to be a part of my little brother's growth.
I appreciate that.
That's what's up.
That's crazy.
Random, Kev, you got a favorite color?
Black,
Why is that?
because it's every color.
Bro, hey, god dang, man, hey. I got another one for you, random. So I noticed, at least in California, hell or hella is like a word we use to describe things, like, oh, that's hella clean, or she's hella fine.
That's right.
And I noticed you said you use heaven instead.
That's right. I use hell also, but I use heaven.
Okay.
I use all words, depending
Okay.
on what I'm discussing.
Okay. Well, shoot, that's not me then.
And that's one thing we need to understand about our culture, how beautiful we are. We create words all the time.
We do.
Hip hop creates so many words that they use now that they never even existed. Fleek did not exist on the planet till that little young lady said it.
You're right.
So we create words, and that's what they hate it, but they love it. And a lot of people on the planet, they're emulating us. They try to act as though that we're emulating them because they have. I mean, we're POWs. We're prisoners of war. Because right now we're at war in their society. They're at war with us. So we're prisoners of war, and we got to move around here as though we at peace with life. And we really not. We're at peace with life, but we're not at peace with the onslaught of this war that they keep bringing us. Just because we're beautiful. It's like looking in the mirror. They look at us and see themselves, but they can't. I mean, they don't look like us, but they are us. You know, it's deep, man.
Super
But
deep.
everything on the planet is black.
So, I have a question. Random. So, Kev, I know you have a great connection with your kids. You feel me?
Yes.
So I feel like one connection that's really messed up is the father and son connection, and I love seeing the connection that you and Amaru have.
That's correct.
And you feel me? But I just know that out in society, a lot of men don't have people they can go and talk to. You
That's
feel me?
correct.
A lot of men are not connected with their fathers. You feel me? And I feel like that's another problem we got going on in society. Us not being connected with another father, so we can get more game. You feel me?
Yeah.
What do you feel like is another solution? What's a solution for that problem?
We must unite and understand that we're living in the midst of a war. This is a war we're going through. And they do their best to keep us away from each other. I mean, they've done things, what they called welfare. In order for the sisters to get welfare, they had to move the brother out the house. While he was in the house, they didn't want to get a sister welfare. We don't need none of that shit anyway. But that's another discussion. But it's like, I mean, we're at war, and a lot of us don't even know it. It appears we're in a functioning society, but it's war. They're always judging us, passing judgment, killing us, incarcerating us, setting us up, everything. And this is our land. This is ours. This ain't theirs. It's everybody's, but this is ours. This is our land. They talk about immigrants. The Europeans are immigrants. We're not. They're immigrants, period.
That's true.
And we're under siege, And they try. And it looks like everybody living, but this shit is crazy.
That's deep. That's real shit. And okay, so another random. So you have three kids, right? I already know their family.
That's correct.
But could you break down their names? Because you feel me? I've never heard nobody else be named like that.
That's right.
The way their names. So could you break down their names?
Myself and my beautiful wife, we named them. And our children's names are Kemetic names, what they call Egyptian names. And one is Aset Nefertari Shinean. That's the oldest. And her name means original woman. It's an original woman, beautiful original woman. And then we got Amdawati Ka Aha Shinean. And that's she's from the underworld, which in our culture is the divine place. That's right. It's divine. And then it's Ka, Amdawati Ka Aha. It's the spirit of the moon in original woman. And then Amaru Asar, my son. Our son is Amaru Asar Shinean. And he's named after Tupac. My wife was in love with Tupac. Tupac probably could have hit my wife. And I would be mad, but wouldn't be mad. I'd be hurt, but my wife loved Tupac, and I did also. So we named him. He's got Tupac's first name, and then his middle name is Asar, which is the original man. And Shinean, Amar Asar Shinean, which is a original woman. In our household, we all of us have our last name is my wife's last name. Like in a so-called America, United States, they take the man's last name. In our ancient culture, we took the woman's last name. So in our family, we take the woman's last name.
That's a trip.
Yeah.
That's a trip.
That's deep. So, okay, random. So when I was on your IG, I seen something that's very interesting. I never seen this type of analogy or like this. I never seen it symbolized in a volcano. So hold on, let me go. Whoop whoop. So on IG, I seen that you had a volcano. And the volcano, it stood for the original menstrual cycle.
That's
the
correct.
goddess power, and it said woman is the original being, respect the sister. So like I never seen that. So how does that symbolizes the original menstrual cycle, the volcano erupting?
I mean, just the woman is she's a symbol of everything, but she's also the symbol of earth. In the volcano, when it erupts, that's a woman's menstrual cycle. That's when she has her period. That's her volcano erupting. And out of the volcano, all of this came. Everything we see.
The land.
Yeah, the land came out of the volcano. And we come out of moms. So that's all it is. It's the volcano.
That's dope, though. I never heard that before, though. That's dope. So
I mean, a lot of things that we know about now, and somebody like me that knows about now, is from our original culture. We're living in a society where we're not dealing with our original culture. A lot of us think we English, and they be like, speak proper English. And I be like, first of all, I'm not English. So I don't even know how to speak proper English. I'm not an English person. I'm a Kemetic person. I'm an Aite, so I'm not worried about what they're talking about. That's what we create words, and everything we do, everybody's emulating and copying. So if we just be ourselves, we'll be all right.
That's real. That's real talk. So something I want to talk about with y'all and with Kef is and Kef's gonna be able to explain this and break this down way better than I am. But so recently, remember my dad hit me up probably like a few months ago. He called me and let me know, and I'm happy that my dad called me. Something we need to talk about. He called me like, "Hey, I want you to know something that Kef did. Kef don't have to pay mortgage no more or nothing. Like he got, he don't have to pay mortgage no more. Don't got to pay no property taxes and all that." I'm like, "Yo, how do you do that?" You feel me? I'm just like, "Wow, I ain't never heard that. Heard nothing about that." Then my dad just like, "Yeah, Kef be on his research. You feel me? He be doing his research and he found that shit out." But I'm describing it so bad right now, so I want Kef to take it over because he's gonna be able to explain it in better terms than the way I'm saying it right now.
This place, we don't have enough time for me to explain that. But at the same time, in this society, what they call debt, in reality, debt is a sin. And everything here is free. Like in this society, the so-called government is supposed to take care of our necessities because there is no money. We talk about money, but there is no money. There hasn't been any money in this society since 1933.
Are you saying when they took us off the gold standard?
Yes, when they took everything, when they took the so-called gold away. And that ain't even money. When you think about it, it's not money. That shit come out the earth. That's something that we should all be able to manifest and have if we want it. The only reason we loved it is because everything that we see out here, like gold, is inside of us. That's the reason we loved it. That's the reason we love silver, because we put it on and it enhances the silver that's in us. You put on gold, it enhances the gold minerals that's inside you. All we are, we're nature. So anything that's outside of us is inside of us. We come from this earth. So that means everything inside this earth is inside of us. You know, so it's just a trip, man. We in some shit.
That's pretty deep.
We got a lot to do.
Random. Kev, you got a dream car? Or are you already driving it?
No, I'm just driving a car. They all the same to me.
Okay.
I love the Benz, though.
Okay.
It's been good to me.
Do you have any goals or aspirations that you're working toward right now?
Yeah, complete freedom.
Complete freedom?
And I want you to be my neighbor, and I want you to be my other neighbor, and I want that lady to be the other neighbor. I want everybody in my community to look exactly like me. So I want the whole community to look like us.
Amen.
I want total peace there. And everything is free.
Now, you said complete freedom. Is that what you mean by that?
I want to be completely free. Do whatever I want, whenever I want. Period.
I've described it the same way.
Yeah, whatever I want, when I want.
So random. So I know you're a person that does a lot of research and you have a lot of information and you know a lot of shit that people don't know yet. So are you open to one day like open up classes and stuff? You feel me?
Yes.
You getting paid for your.
We in class right now.
Exactly. That's real facts.
And not just me. I'm in class too. I want to hear what y'all got to say. How y'all see all this? But you know, all I can do is share. I've only been here what they call 58 years. When you get 58, 5 plus 8 is 13. I'm sorry.
4.
Yeah, 13, and 3 plus 1 is 4. So I'm all those ages. I can be 8, I can be 5, I can be 85, or I can be 58. Because 58, if you look at it the other way, is 85. Or I can be 8, I can be 5. Then when you add that, you get 13. I can be 13, I can be 3 or 1, or I can be 4. So right now I can be all those ages. But because I'm free and I'm a netter, what's a netter means I'm in this society. From our culture, they translated the word netter into God. That's why we be saying the black man is God and the black woman is goddess. But in reality, the black woman and the black man is nature. We're a personification of nature. I'm just like a leaf. We're nature, and that's what we are. So when I say netter, I'm saying that I'm acknowledging that I'm nature. That means we can take on any shape we want. We can do anything we want, you know. And that's what I want to live to be. And that will allow my heart to be lighter than a feather. But it's practice.
That's real.
You know, but it's real.
So random. I know the picture you had of Anubis, right? To my understanding, Anubis is a god that would help, or I'm not sure if he was considered a god or a king, but he was
a god.
Okay, he was a god that helped the kings basically with balancing of their heart.
That's correct.
To the feather, right? Because he's the one that would put it on the scales.
That's right.
So have you ever felt like you were in a position of helping someone balance their heart?
Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
That's facts. Because I don't know about y'all, but he definitely speaking to me. That's for sure.
That's right. Y'all speaking to me.
Mm.
We speaking to each other.
Okay. Random, what do you feel like the best piece of advice or some of the best advice you've ever heard?
I mean, in our music, I hear from a lot of people, just be free. That's the best advice I've ever heard.
Just
be free. And how do you accomplish that? And it's simple, just be yourself. That sounds easy, but that's difficult in this society, and that's just difficult, period.
Yeah. And sometimes it's so easy to get caught up in everything that's going on. And even once you say be free, like how we both hearing you right now, we might get off this and end up with 3 phone calls and be caught right back up in the matrix. So what is one thing you can give advice to people?
Now, do y'all know what the matrix is?
I can give you what my idea of it
I'm
is.
listening.
So my idea of the matrix is basically this whole system, at least here in the States.
That's right.
This whole system, from the school system to the healthcare to the jobs to the taxes, everything is connected on the back end, and it's all designed to keep, I feel like, people in a place of consumption and damn near servitude.
That's right.
And for you to not ever really know enough of who you are to really want more than what you're offered. And I feel like just how they push out the things with the coronavirus, in a couple years it'll be something else coming out.
That's right.
And all that, to me, is part of the matrix, just like that movie.
That's right.
It looks like we're free. It looks like there's freedom of choice, and there is a lot of freedom here, and there's a lot of opportunity.
That's right.
But for the average person, I just feel like you caught in the matrix.
Yeah. What do you think, Brother D?
Yeah, for me, the Matrix is it's a like kind of like what he was talking about, but it's a system. I feel like, I feel like for me, the Matrix keeps you in a box. It's a system the Matrix is a system that somebody made for control. You feel me? To control you and keep you in the box. And the sister and shout out to the sister that wrote the Matrix. You feel me? She put people in game, and it's important to know yourself and know that you're the one. You feel me?
She ain't no joke.
Exactly. Know that you're the one, and understand that you got the one, that you create your reality. Don't let this Matrix create your reality.
Correct.
You create your reality.
Yeah, for me, the matrix is the economy. That's all it is. It's the economy. What you have to do to be able to live here is the matrix, and you got to figure that shit out. You got to get what you need and what you want. I mean, and do we want and need everything that we want? So it's about knowledge of self. And so this economy is what they created when they took the gold standard out and did all that. But the matrix is the economy, because everything here comes out of the earth.
Exactly.
So everything is free. It comes out of the earth. Everything here comes out the earth. And they try to charge us, and all they doing is really like even right now, even where we so-called work and things we do, what they call money and all that shit, is just what they really doing is they have that there to be able to control your energy. It's called sweat equity. And they just want to control how you move. And they got us moving, supporting their system. The majority, if you don't have your own business, you supporting their system. And even sometimes when you have your own business, you still supporting their system, because all your materials and things of that nature is coming from them. And all they doing is getting it out the earth. And all these things they create, and they've gotten it off the from studying medu neter, what they call hieroglyphics. Majority of these things they creating, we created all that stuff. All of it. And they've given us back ourselves. They've taken our lives.
So random, I got a question, because I agree with what you're telling me, because this isn't something I've done enough of my own research in.
That's right.
But I've done enough for you to be connecting some dots.
That's right.
Basically. So I got a question listening to you. I know we're the original man, we're the original people. We did create all this stuff in the first place.
That's right.
But where was the shift at from us now being damn near at the bottom when we were once at the top?
Well, that's a deep question, but it's orgasm.
We
all this is because of the orgasm for the man.
Because of the male orgasm.
Yeah. First of all, let me ask you this. I'll ask y'all this. What feels better than an orgasm?
In the moment, damn near nothing.
I was thinking hard as shit. Like,
in the moment, if I'm honest with myself,
best physical feeling I've ever experienced, other than love.
Other than
love. And the love came from me knowing myself to understand what they call love is. In our culture, we call love mar.
Okay.
Just MR. And it just means of speech. So it's like how you treat the person that you with. You got to show them how you feel. Everything you do supports how you feel about them.
Right.
And that's what this is, what we called love. We called it mar. In this society, they call it love.
Okay.
So you should treat everybody like we've grown up, our parents telling us, treat people like you want to be treated.
Mm-hmm.
And how many of us really do that?
Very few.
Because people will show you who they are.
They will.
When they show you, please believe them.
That's why it's on display.
Yeah, please believe them. You know what I mean? So,
Mm-hmm.
but what was the original question?
The question was what happened along the timeline of what we call years, where we shifted from being at the top and the creators and the ownership of everything,
Yeah,
to now being at the bottom where we got to find ourselves. And you said the orgasm
is what really started it. Yeah,
So,
that's
yeah.
what turned us against the woman.
the
Oh yeah.
Can you break that down for me?
We get the orgasm by entering our origin. And sometimes she'd be like, even now, when you're married, a lot of time women do that because they don't even want to hear our mouth. They give you some because they don't want to hear your motherfucking mouth. Because they don't give us something. Why don't you my wife? You supposed to give me, all this bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Like she supposed to do it whenever we want.
Right.
That's not true. But that's what we teach them.
Right.
You know what I mean? And in these societies, it was a woman was man's property.
Mm-hmm.
In a lot of these societies.
Right.
Not just here, on the continent.
Right.
And it's only one earth. This is what they call Africa. We in Africa right now. It's only one earth. The only thing separates it is water. But we've allowed them to put different speech dialects on where we at.
And make it something different.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
I mean, we're at war. And that's what got us toe up right now. But the orgasm.
Was the start of it?
Yeah. No, the start of it was the orgasm. First time that man got that orgasm, he didn't even know. He might have thought he was going to piss. And one day he found out, what the fuck is this little thick ass? You know what I'm saying? And we ain't been the same since.
Mm.
Man, love that. I
Definitely
love pussy,
interesting.
man.
Random. What is your favorite or one of your favorite Tupac songs?
Dear Mama. Tupac got so many beautiful songs.
He does.
He's the best ever to me.
All right. And,
But he got caught up.
Why do you feel like Tupac's one of the best ever? Even though I agree with you.
Because of his honesty and his knowledge of self. Whoever raised him, they did very well. He was a very balanced being. He rapped about everything. He called you bitch too, but then he'd also say you the mother of all. Nothing compared to my mama. But then he'd even, he got songs to the young brothers and sisters. This brother made songs for the unborn.
Exactly.
Who does that?
Who does that? He's different.
He's inspired so many people.
For real. To this day.
Yeah. He's still the best.
Still the best. Another person I got to talk about, because, just like how Tupac inspires a lot of people.
Yes.
For me, Nipsey Hussle. And I don't want to compare.
I mean, he was a Tupac student.
Yeah, exactly. Tupac. So Tupac still did it.
Yeah, that was Tupac.
Exactly, that was Tupac.
That was Tip Nipsey.
Oh shit.
But that was Tupac.
Exactly.
And that's not taking anything away from Nipsey.
That's real.
He even says in the song, "I'm the Tupac
You did.
of my generation."
He really was though, for real.
He was. Nipsey wasn't no joke.
Nipsey wasn't. I learned so much from that man.
Yeah, he's beautiful.
And if y'all know, that's why we continue to talk about Nipsey Hussle on this podcast, because he
yes.
really influenced me in so many levels.
Very
you feel me?
inspirational.
Very inspirational. Well, y'all, it's time for random news, and today on random news, we're going to talk about. Just let y'all know, this is a beautiful thing. There's been 50 countries to pledge to protect Earth's land and sea. 50 countries have agreed on accelerating on. 50 countries have agreed to put 14 billion to invest in a 7,000 oh my gosh, kilometers. I don't know why I can't. Did I say that word right?
Yep.
There we go, kilometers. Slow it down. 7,000 kilometers of trees in Africa. So, y'all, what I'm trying to say is 50 countries have came together and they're putting $14 billion in Africa for the trees. So they want to help bring back the trees, which is beautiful. You feel me? And another thing what's beautiful is going on. There's been a mobile, I think it was in Africa too, and there was a woman who has opened up a mobile library and to provide books for children, because a lot of these children don't have access. So she's being mobile over there in Africa, and she helped at least over 1,500 children. So that's shout outs to her. And her name is Mahinda Dasan. I can't say your name, but hey, shout out to shout out. That might have been in India, so it might not have been in Africa. But anyway, shout out to the queen, because that's something beautiful to be out there and you over there still finding a way to help these kids out, because knowledge is key. We need to know ourselves. So she understands that's important. And one more got one more else to talk about on the random news. So out in so for young people, there has been a new app. It's called the Dream Kit app, and what I love about that app is that they're paying young people to develop life skills like meditation and mental health. So so it was an app out there called Dream Kit that's like rewarding you for meditating and being on your mental health. So they got different exercises you can do. So I wanted to say that because mental health and meditation is important, and they're even rewarding you for that. So I love that they're even talking about something like that, though. That's beautiful.
Random, Kev. Do you meditate?
I walk around in meditation. I'm meditating right now. My life is meditation. I meditate 24 hours a day, all day.
Is there anything you don't do?
Nah, I do everything.
Yay. Random, Kev, what's your favorite food?
Food.
Just any food? You don't have
My favorite food is pussy. I'm just saying. That's my favorite. That's my favorite food.
Okay.
It tastes good and it's low sodium.
Low sodium.
That's real shit.
If you do it right, you doing abs. If you hump right, you doing abs. It's just real. But that's what I'm saying.
Shit.
That's
that
why.
One
That's
went
why.
Over my head right
that's why.
there.
That's why we have to sit down and speak with y'all, and y'all need to sit down and speak
He
with
said
us.
if you doing it right, you doing abs.
Yeah, if you do it right, if you pump right, you doing abs. And she is also. You eclipse right, you will burn calories for real. You'll stay fit.
Stay fit.
And you just want to hope it fits.
Yeah, okay, that's real. So random, switching it up. Who are the Moors?
Us. Moors I mean, they say Moors, but it's really MR. It's Mar. But they're saying Moor. It's the same word. And they call them Moabites. I hope I said that right in their language. But I'm every man. I'm not just no more. I'm every man. I'm every man. You know, that's me. That's us. Okay. We're every man.
So I want to get down to this. So when did your spiritual, just saying in terms, you feel me? So when did your spiritual awakening, when you start really knowing thyself?
Maybe about 18, 18, 19. Always, I mean, just growing up, period. Because again, when I was growing up, all my neighbors looked like me. And you had to be good at everything because everybody in your community was good at everything. I had friends that could make a rock turn the corner. That's unheard of. How do you make a rock turn the corner? You think you out the way and the rock still hit you. You done hit it. You went around the corner. That's crazy. And my brother they knew how to make the rock turn corners. So we're just prolific. We're good at everything. And it's life. We were just living. You come outside, somebody say, "I beat you to the corner," and you in a race. But you're not mad whether you win or lose. You're having fun. When we live around each other, we create things all day, every day. You know what I mean? So that's why I want. I want to be in a neighborhood where everybody look just like me.
So for someone that again is something I'm assuming, but for someone who connects with with other people,
that's correct.
How were things earlier last year, right when the shutdown started happening? They had everybody stay indoors. Were you staying at home or were you still out doing your thing?
Yeah, it didn't affect anything I did. I didn't stop anything.
Okay.
Because you can't let other people control your narrative. I'm grown. How you gonna tell me to stay at home?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just me.
Right.
And nothing disrespectful. I'm nice to everybody. I treat everybody the same, but I live on earth. I can go anywhere I want. And they'll try to impede your travel. You know what I mean? They'll try to stop you, but you know, in the beginning was the word and the word became flesh, so you control the conversation.
God damn.
You got to control your narrative. That's why, I mean, this is what y'all doing.
Right.
It's random. I love it.
Okay, random. What was one of your funniest moments that you remember?
When my honey was serious and told me that you talk too much, you be preaching.
Why was that one of your funniest moments?
Because she told me that ain't nobody ever been able to tell me that, and I hear it. Listening and hearing are not the same thing. But when she told me, you preaching to me, and I thought I was giving her knowledge because I was learning things about our culture, and I was telling her about it. See, even that, you can't tell nobody shit. You got to share information. But she was like, "You're preaching to me. I don't need you to preach to me." And it stopped my whole everything just stopped. And I was like, wow, that's the one thing I do not want to do, be preaching to my baby. I want to be in harmony with my baby.
Over teaching. So that you saying that reminded me of a conversation me and Dev had about me in certain situations can overteach.
That's correct.
Overteaching. So it was crazy. I think that's why he just gave me that look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that might have been what she was
circle.
saying to me. Because we think, I thought I was teaching.
Yeah.
Just live your life. The whole life is a lesson. Just be
That's a full
yourself.
circle right there, 3D.
That's a whole circle. If I looked at you like that, like, nigga.
That's a full circle, y'all.
Yeah.
So what we mean by full circle is there's things in life that'll happen, right? Let's say it happens on a Monday, and then maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, something else happens that reminds you of the same lesson that you just learned on Monday.
Correct.
And then by that weekend, that Saturday, or maybe that Saturday night, someone you meet gives you the same lesson that you just learned on Monday and confirmed on Wednesday. That's a full circle.
Now remember, y'all saying full circle. And I said we dealt with the ostrich feather because the ostrich does
Moves
what?
in full circle.
Moves around in full circles.
Damn.
So it ain't the next day. It's been minutes. And you're right, we right back to what
That's
we're
already a
doing
full
exactly
circle.
what you just explained.
Wow.
That's deep.
That's deep.
It didn't even take a while.
It didn't.
I mean, we already there. It took
We
us right
already
back
there.
to our culture.
Wow, that's another moment, teacher, another moment.
Yeah, teachable moments.
So I'm gonna give y'all what's on my mind right now. When that happens to me in my life, I know that I'm like, okay, I gotta really pay attention to this one because I got a full circle moment.
Yeah.
And then we got another full circle just from the time we kicked it. So
That's
that
right.
means that's a double. That's like, to me, I'll call that a double stamp. So when you have things in your life that happen to you and it comes up again, and then damn near comes up again right after that, take
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Stop looking for
Take heed to
confirmation.
it. Yeah.
I'm gonna say this to y'all, but I'm saying it to myself too. Stop looking for confirmation. It's already confirmed. It's been confirmed 3 to 5, 18. How many times we need to get it confirmed again? Take that lesson. I'm gonna pocket it, and we're gonna grow with it, and we're gonna learn some other stuff.
That's beautiful. Even like this right here, like what we're doing right now for all our brothers and sisters watching this, we need to understand that we're having a conversation, but you're really having a conversation with yourself
Indeed.
Damn, got you.
because we're all the same. You just get to see yourself
Right.
outside of yourself talking to you. And you get to see yourself at 58 talking to you right
Man,
now.
I'm gonna break that down for y'all because it almost went over my head. So we're gonna slow that down real quick. So what I'm getting from what he's saying, which I'm pretty sure is what he means, is that because we're brothers and sisters, we are the same.
That's right.
So we're like he said, when he said you're a conversation talking to yourself, I'm talking to two more of myself
That's
right
correct.
here. Just like you guys are watching you talk to you,
That's
talk
right.
to you.
That's right. They're
Because
watching
we're
themselves.
all the same.
It's only one man on earth,
Right.
but the man has been reproduced itself because that's what the Creator
So
does.
many times.
It just recreates itself. It's always creating, and it's always recreating itself. So right now, you talking to yourself. I'm talking to myself.
So I want to encourage you guys to take that mentality or that perspective because it's going to, one, help you understand and be more patient with other people, help you
on.
be less negative and aggressive to other people. Because you patient, hopefully you learn to be more patient with yourself too.
Yes, please.
Because let's say you're more patient with your kids than you are with yourself. Your kids are you, even if they're not your kids. Maybe we like when we go visit a cousin or maybe we visit a friend, a close friend of ours, and their little cousins is over there. We're super patient with those kids.
That's correct.
We might need those kids are us, so we need to just treat ourselves better.
Yeah, we're one. We got to unify. That's one of the most. That's what we have to do. It's a must. We got to deal with this onslaught of war against us, and we can't do it if we're not unified. And they do this society. Those that think they run in the society, they're not. But those that think they are, their goal is everything is to keep us separated. Everything they do, no matter what it looks like, it's to keep us separated. And then even deeper than that, they want to keep us separated from our sister
Both.
because the power is the woman. So it's just deep.
Yeah, and one thing he said with separation clicked in my mind. There's a lot of fuss over like if you're wearing designer and stuff or not. That's a way to separate you.
Yeah.
It's like, man, are those Versace glasses or are they not Versace glasses? Who cares? Why are you even trying to label it and separate us?
They're glasses.
Their glasses on you. You feel me? Just like this dashikis on you. Just like that random shirt is on you.
Louis Vuitton jeans are the same as Levi jeans. They jeans.
Period.
They're pants.
So stop making such an emphasis on these things that really don't, at the end of the day, that really don't matter.
Shit about nothing. It's how we get along with each other.
Right. And if you're a person who indulges in that, I'm not knocking you. I'm not putting you down. But hopefully if you hear this and it inspires you, I want you to use the fact that you got all that shit that everybody wants to show them that shit does not matter. And to treat people around you who are not as designer down and dripping down like you are, treat them with the same level of respect that people treat you. If you coming in all Versace down and everybody in the store gonna stop and look at you, I want you to get that same energy to the next homeless person that you walk by.
That's right.
I want you to give them all your attention.
And ain't none of us homeless. We live on Earth.
That part.
As long as you here, you ain't homeless.
Hey, so your
home is the planet.
The person who's living in the planet or whatever. You feel me? Though? I hope that makes sense.
That's real time. Yeah, that was fire. So, Kev, random. If you could name your life any movie, what movie would you call your life, and what's the reason why it'd be that title?
I'd call it Kefra. Because it's my life.
It's your
living
life.
my life. My movie is forever going. It never stops. You can't even unplug it. As long as I'm breathing, it's on.
Your movie Kefra's always going on.
Always going on. Not only that, I'm here right now. I'm here 4 times. And about to be here 5 times when my daughter has her children. But I've reproduced myself because of first of all, I'm my wife. We're one.
Right.
So that's me being here twice. And we have 2 daughters. So that's me being here those 2 times. That's me. That's me and my honey. Those 2 children are me and my honey and my son. So I have all those lives. So we're here. So that means all these people here are our mother, the original woman who had the first child. And the first person she had was herself outside of the earth.
Random. I know you mentioned possibly stopping by the bar after this. What's one of your favorite drinks?
Liquor.
I knew you was going to say liquor. So what type of liquor, though?
Liquor. My favorite drink used to be the Long Island.
Okay.
But now it's just all liquor.
Okay.
It's all the same. It don't even matter. It's like the designer clothes. It's no difference between Hennessy and vodka. They both get you fucked up. They both get you lit. Kev. If you don't control it, they all do the same thing. All of them. No matter which liquor it is.
That's real shit.
So, hey, Kev, you like grills? You like grills at all?
No. I mean, I like everything we do. We create, but I like my original grill.
Okay.
This grill.
Yeah.
I want to keep it. I don't want all fake. I just want whatever I was created with.
Keep
that's what I want. Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't knock I don't knock anybody for doing whatever they choose to do, as long as it doesn't bring bodily harm and stop you from doing what you choose to do.
That's real. Yo, this has been a fire podcast. But before we wrap it up, Kev, I have one more question for you. So if you could talk to anybody that passed away, it can be a celebrity, anybody, who would you talk to and what would you talk about and what's the reason why you would have that conversation?
My mother who transitioned
Yeah.
and allow her to see what she created what it's becoming and has become. And just, honor her. Right now I wish my mother was here. So if I could talk to anybody, it'd be my mother.
That's dope. Respect. Hey, yo, like I said, man, this was another fire podcast. And this is one of those podcasts you're going to have to rewind and take some notes and really dive in. And what I really want you to get out of this podcast is it's important to know thyself. Start learning and learn thyself. Know thyself. I'm not talking about your phone. I'm not talking about the TV. I ain't talking about no motherfuckers. Learn yourself. You feel me? Really dive into yourself. Take some time away from everybody and learn who the fuck you are. You feel me? 'Cause I feel like a lot of people don't spend enough time with themselves. And that's one thing what Kev was talking about. The answer of hip hop, he was talking about knowing thyself. We got to self-educate ourselves. We got to love thyself and unite. You feel me? Because, bruh, we need more unity. So I wanted to spend this time and talk about that before we wrap this up, because we need motherfucking unity with our people, with our culture, because not enough unity. It's too much hate, too much ego. Lower that ego and pride down and love on each other. It's okay to give your brother a hug. Why y'all gotta be like, oh, no, homo? It's okay to give your brother a hug.
Give
you
your
feel
brother
me?
and sister a hug.
Exactly. Give your brother and sister a hug. Uplift these sisters. You feel me? You don't gotta keep degrading these sisters. This uplift these sisters. Uplift these kings. You feel me? It's uplift these queens, y'all. You have anything to say, Jay?
Yep. Last little note on my melon. If you ever listening to somebody and their message is uncomfortable because maybe you don't understand, or it sounds too different, or it might come off weird, or you feel me, maybe because that message is coming from outside the matrix.
That's correct.
And maybe you need to just chill a little bit, be comfortable being uncomfortable, and hear that person out, because you never know what kind of game is at the end of that phone.
That's real.
So I would just say, I would challenge you guys. I mean, if you made it this far in the episode, you might have tested that ability, but keep going, because we're going to have a lot of different guests on here, and there's a lot of different people on this planet, and there's something you can learn from everybody. So just, again, if it's feeling a little weird, don't tune out, tune in.
Tune in. Family, look, our ancestors taught. One of the things that they taught everybody in the schools, the secret societies and higher learning and everything, know thyself. That sounds simple, but that's what we taught. That is the main thing we taught. Is know thyself. And what did Cameo say? Just be yourself. Say what's on your mind. You know, just be yourself. Our music has saved us. Without our music, it'd probably be all out war. We get peace from our music.
That's real.
You know what I mean? And our conversation, whether you know it or not, y'all just listened to a beautiful song. That's what y'all really just listened to. So know thyself and respect life. And that starts by respecting yourself. You have to know yourself. Know yourself. That's it. If I can leave you with anything, know yourself. And just know how beautiful. We all beautiful. And I love y'all. Thank you, brothers.
Hey, thank
for
you
allowing
too.
me in your space.
For sure.
Thank you, brothers. It's an honor meeting you.
And where can they reach you at? Like, what's some of your to reach you at?
They can't reach me, but at the same time, they can reach me. You know what I mean?
I think so.
But I mean, I don't do social media.
Okay, for sure. So we don't.
Shout out to Instagram, or
I don't do none of that.
Okay.
oh well.
Hey, y'all just got
I
taught
used
this
to,
moment.
but you know,
Ooh.
I don't do the computer like that. We call these phones. This ain't even no phone. This is a handheld computer.
Facts.
They got us calling this a phone, but this is a handheld computer. That's all it is. So we just gotta, put these things down and just sit down and be organic.
Exactly.
Be nature.
Ooh,
Pick
facts.
everybody you see.
Facts. Facts. Y'all heard it, y'all. So we're gonna wrap it up right there. Y'all already know my slogan. I love you, but you need to love yourself, man. And what I keep saying, it's all about growth. So stay evolving, fam. Yee.